Hello everyone, and welcome! This is Africa, and here's Tunisia. Now let's go to Tunisia, shall we? The northmost nation of Africa, Tunisia was first populated by the nomadic Amazigh, or Berber people. In the time of the Phoenicians, who should arrive but the Phoenicians, who sailed over from the eastern Mediterranean and founded colonies on the coast. Their greatest settlement was the city of Carthage in Tunisia, which, according to legend, was founded by the exiled princess Dido, who features prominently in the epic poem The Aeneid by Virgil. This city became a rich and powerful state in its own right, though a number of ancient sources describe the Carthaginian religion as involving the sacrifice of children. But then a new player appeared, Rome. Rome had an eye on Sicily, not literally, which Carthage already had a foothold in. Now, what do you think happened? No, it wasn't that. It was war! The First Punic War between Rome and Carthage lasted over 20 years, with the Romans emerging victorious. The Carthaginian general Hamilcar Barca rose to prominence after stamping out a vicious revolt launched by underpaid mercenaries. Barca's son was the greater commander Hannibal, who during the Second Punic War famously surprised the Romans by leading his army, including elephants, over the Alps and attacking Rome from the north. Hannibal scored a crushing win at the Battle of Cannae, but the Romans refused to surrender and regrouped and counterattacked under General Scipio, whose forces took the fight to Africa and triumphed at Zama. Peace was made, but then... oh gosh, what comes after peace? Ah yes, war! The Third Punic War sounded the Carthaginian death knell as it ended with Rome victorious again, and the great city destroyed and its citizens enslaved. The land became part of a Roman province called Africa, and this would later become the name of the whole continent. Under Roman rule, Tunisia prospered, and the amphitheatre built there was second in size only to the Colosseum. Christianity also spread, with Saint Cyprian and the influential theologian Tertullian both being born in Tunisia. Roman rule continued until the 7th century, when the Muslim Arabs invaded and conquered. The Arabs built this marvelous mosque, though different caliphates fought over the region, and Berber rule for a time returned. This angered the previous rulers, who unleashed Arab forces to wreak havoc, and it was wrought. Tunisia was briefly ruled by the French Normans of Sicily, but was then snatched up by the Almohads of Morocco. Berber rule returned for a few centuries. In 1534, the Ottoman Turks took the city of Tunis for a base to launch raids. In response, the Spanish arrived and kicked them out, and restored the Berbers to power. 3 decades later, however, the Turks returned and took Tunis again. And then again. It was a bit of a Tunis sandwich. Anyway, for the next 300 years, Tunisia was officially a part of the Ottoman Empire, though it soon acquired and exercised autonomy. The city of Tunis was one of the centers for the Barbary pirates, who plagued the seas around Europe for centuries, raiding, stealing, and enslaving. After Western powers defeated the pirates, the economy plummeted, and in 1869, despite reforms, Tunisia declared bankruptcy. In 1881, France stepped in and made Tunisia a protectorate of their colonial empire. The French built up infrastructure and so forth, but the Tunisians resented foreign rule, and so were duly pleased when the country gained independence in 1956. Habib Bourguiba became the first president and promoted progressive policies, and led the nation until 1987, when he was toppled by his own prime minister. Decades of corruption and malfeasance followed, and human rights decreased. Now, when this sort of thing happens, there's usually here it is. Revolution. By the year 2011, all the lack of freedom, inflation, and unemployment sparked an uprising. The subsequent efforts made to promote peace and democracy were awarded with the Nobel Prize. Anyway, Tunisia today possesses a high level of human development, with a diverse economy, including a strong tourist sector. So that's it for Tunisia, and that's all from me for now. Bye-bye!